How's it going, folks? I'm Ethan Purcell, and welcome to Right Way on the Highway. Here, as always, is Sergeant Justin Baker. How you doing, Sergeant?
Good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for doing this.
Yes, sir. Thanks.
Well, we're here to talk about some road construction.
So yeah, this is actually a construction zone right now. It doesn't look like there's a lot of construction going on, but you can see by the sign here, road work ahead. There's actually a sign back there down the road a little ways. And so if you go to drivetexas.org, it still shows this as a construction zone. So that means if there are any reduced speed limits, you got to make sure you abide by those speed limits and drive accordingly.
Are you able to tell us what exactly the construction is going to be on this street?
Well, they've already done it, so there might be some fine points that they're working on right now, but they put in a traffic light and just, you know, there might be some other little things that they have to finish up that still qualifies this to be the construction zone area. So I'm not quite sure, but I could see that being part of the reason.
That's all right. That's okay. Talk to me about some safety measures that DPS does during times of construction like this.
Well, so we are going to focus on these areas, make sure everybody is driving the posted speed limit. But I can tell you that one thing that you need to be aware of when construction zones is, let's just say this is a 75-mile-per-hour highway, and if it's reduced to 55 miles per hour, well, if you reduce your speed from 75 to 55 and you have a span of an hour drive time, that would increase your time by about 12 minutes. So you need to understand that you need to give yourself more time when you're going to be going through construction zones. You need to look ahead, never assume, plan ahead, and expect the unexpected, right? And so that's what we always want to focus on with construction zones, is just knowing that that's going to be the situation and you're going to need to give yourself more time.
Yes, sir. Well, and that can keep you as the driver safe, but talk to me about, that also keeps the workers themselves safe too.
Yes, that's why we have those fines out there that double if workers are present. There's just never an excuse for having an employee, TxDOT employee or an engineer, anybody that's out here working on the highway getting injured. This should be a safe place for them. Sadly, we have worked those crashes where somebody gets injured because they don't follow the rules. They don't drive accordingly, and they take unnecessary risks. So we don't want that. So yeah, you definitely got to look out for those workers, give them their space, and make sure you follow the law.
Yes, sir. Well, I want to switch gears a little bit. Just in the past month, we've had 3 pretty severe traffic fatality crashes. Is there any reminders that you can give with those 3 incidents in mind to drivers to stay safe?
Right. So that is very sad to realize that we've had these recent turn of events with crashes and fatalities. One is too many. And so what I look at when we look, where I in the department, what we see when we see these crashes is, you know, every time we investigate one, we're going to put together the turn of events, right? From the beginning of the day till the moment of the crash. So we're creating a story here. The story's already been written, but now we got to figure out the chronological order of this story and understand why it happened. And so what I always look at with driving is that time is going to affect everything. From the moment that you're getting ready to drive to the moment you are driving, there's going to be a factor of time. How much time did you need to give yourself to get from point A to point B? And then the time while you're driving to make sure you're doing it properly is that we got to say, all right, did I plan ahead? Did I give myself enough time? And so everybody has their own story. Everybody has how they started out the day. Everybody has how they had, you know, their events last night as they prepared for today. And then throughout the rest of the day, people are going to have things that they're going to be expected to do. And so if I have vehicle A and vehicle B, each in their own timeline, but somehow meet together and end up in a crash where somebody's hurt or killed, I have to say, well, why? What was the circumstances with this vehicle? What were the circumstances with the other vehicle? And what we start to see along the way is there were unnecessary risks that maybe occurred. Now, not always, but if we do see that somebody was rushing out of the door because they were trying to make a deadline and they didn't give themselves enough time, maybe now they're not focusing on the road ahead, not giving themselves a 10 to 15 second drive ahead look, you know, so we're seeing what's ahead of us. Instead, we're just focused on the car right in front of us, or we're focused on the time, or we're in the middle of a conversation because we're rushing. And then the other person at the same time maybe woke up late. Now they're rushing to get to work on time. So now they're driving at a much faster speed. So now we have a perception reaction time. That means in that time that it takes for me to perceive a crash or a stimulus on the roadway that is going to wreck me, it's going to require me to change my driving habits. Well, if I'm going at a faster speed, that's going to be a greater distance before I can stop. And so you have this one story and you have this other story, and all of a sudden they come together where we could have been going at a slower speed. We could have been more aware and alert while we're driving, but instead we both made critical errors, and now we end up in a collision. And we can go back and we tell that during that story that yes, we could have prevented this. And so it really comes down to that mindset that it's about time. It's really about time. And when I say that, it's about time management, but it's about time we start driving responsibly. And that's where I see that we could do, all of us could do better with those circumstances when it comes to being out here on the highway, remembering that we're sharing the road with everybody and that we have to follow the laws and drive accordingly.
Sir, I think that's very well put. It's a very interesting way of putting it too.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard it put that way before.
Yeah.
Well, I have one last question for you. It's a little cool right now, but overall, it's starting to warm up a little bit.
Yes, it is.
Talk to me about what drivers need to keep in mind now that temperatures are starting to come up a little bit on the road.
Well, one of the first things I always think about is motorcycles. They're going to be out here riding, and I love it. I used to ride myself, but we definitely got to be aware, look for those people on motorcycles, bicycles. We're seeing a lot of bicycles now that are electric bicycles, so I think we also need to start being more prepared to see those on the roadway, crossing the streets at intersections. When it comes to just again maintenance of your vehicle, making sure that your tires are properly inflated, that you have plenty of tread depth, that your windshield wipers are working, that you have the spray that can clean them off. Little things like that when we start to get out more, start to do more traveling and vacationing, we just need to be prepared, have those emergency kits ready to go. Paying attention to intersections, as always, is one of the biggest things, especially highway intersections. We've got to make sure that we're looking left, looking right, looking left again. And I would say look left again, look left again, and look left again before you pull out.
Double sure, be double sure.
Yeah, because we just are having way too many crashes on highway intersections. And so it could be a factor that they disregarded the stop sign, didn't look left again. But again, there could be somebody slowing down for that intersection, and if that other vehicle following behind is not paying attention or driving too fast, then we have that rear end collision. So we just got to be very alert when we're driving. Look for those things.
Yes, sir. Well, that's all the questions I had. Anything else you want to add on top of that?
I think we're good. Hopefully the road noise isn't too much.
I don't think it's bad at all. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes,
We
sir.
appreciate
Thank you for having me.
Talk to us. Hey, check us out next time.